Hello Market Club members everywhere. Adam Hewison here, and we had quite a rally yesterday. As you can see, this is the chart of Apple. We actually had a signal to exit Apple at 112.27, which was standing behind. We still think that's the right philosophy because we're in a trading range right now. We've got a minus 60. The weekly is down and the monthly is still up. So the longer term trend is still positive, but quite honestly, Apple hasn't been acting well all year. And you're also below the 50 line. Again, this is a negative sign for Apple in our opinion. Once you go below the RSI 50 line, it usually means the market's soft, or it's in a trading range, or it's going lower. When you're above the 50 line, it means it's going higher. You can see if you just look at this quick illustration, we'll just take this over the 50 line like this, and you can see when we go under the 50 line. So you can see basically over the 50 line, the market's going higher. Below the 50 line, which is right here, the market's going down. So again, it's a good as to what's going on. Now when you get a flat market, it tends to just do something like this. That's just sort of bounce around, no real strong trend. But that's something to look at with the RSI. It's a very good indicator. We're talking about this indicator right here, the RSI. And right now we are below the 50 line, indicating further weakness, and that's confirmed with our red trade triangle on the weekly. So let's stand aside. Let's see how this Apple closes for the week. I think it'll be interesting, but we still have a lot more trading left to do for the week. Same with Facebook. We had a red trade triangle indicating exit. You haven't gone below, notice we haven't gone below the 50 line on the RSI, so the longer term trend is still very positive, but it's still, the weekly trade triangle is a wake-up call, and we are plus 60 indicating a trading range. So I'd be happy just to be on the sidelines. We've made some good money with Facebook, and I think it's sometimes good to have a position on the sidelines. Amazon had quite a pullback, but it's still very positive. It's the juggernaut. It's still way over the 50 line. Both triangles are in place. The trend is your friend. Still very good. We've been long this market from $549, and it's obviously over $100 higher, so we're very happy with the results there. This is Netflix. Netflix put in a very good performance yesterday, and it's again today. If it gets over these levels here, I would say the 115.50 area, we talked about this the other day, that's going to really begin to accelerate this market to the upside, in our opinion, plus over the 50 line. So you've got a lot going for it on this particular thing. Let's see how we close today. Again, closing over the 115.50 area to me is a signal we're going to have another push up in this stock. Under Armour is not performing quite so well. We've got a minus 70. We've got a red weekly trade triangle. Again, we thought this was a situation. You could see we went below the 50 line right here, and that was sort of like the beginning, certainly the beginning of the downfall for this market. You can see right here it sort of went below the line, and it's continued to erode and go lower. You can see how the 50 line really does act as a resistance. See how it couldn't get over, where the market could not get over the 50 line, indicating that was a strong area of resistance. Now the same can be said, we're just in the Dow, we've gone below the line, we've just bounced over the line, so we've got like a minus 60, which is a trading range. We had the weekly kick in yesterday. Again, this is a sideline position, do not belong. This market, even though it's up today, it's still very early in the day. We could another 5 hours left to trade. We could certainly come down and close lower, and it's where we close for the week. But watch this RSI and the 50 line. We closed below it. We're just about touching it a little bit higher right now. We're currently at 53, I think it is. So watch that very carefully. On the S&P, same picture there. We had a signal yesterday to get to the sidelines. The longer term trend still positive. We are pretty much flat here on the RSI, and I think that's the key thing to watch. See how we close today and also close for the end of the week. This is the last full trading week before next week, which is Thanksgiving, so there'll be a lot of books squaring up towards the end of the week. Now NASDAQ is the negative. All our trade triangles are red, indicating further weakness. Minus 90, plus you're flat on the RSI, indicating we're at resistance. So I think this is an area we're going to see this market maybe jostle around a little bit and then come back down. So let's move on. Gold's had another push down this morning, minus 100. The trend is very definitely on the downside. You can see we're way oversold, but that's not to say it can't go lower. I think we're close to a cyclic low period, but it's not proven yet. You can see right here we were at a low period, and then the market sort of jumped up. I think we'll see a similar type pattern. We move sideways perhaps, and then something will kick it off. I'm not sure what it be. Maybe it's interest rates going higher. I don't know. But certainly The market's really not super bearish, but the trend is definitely down. Wait for a signal. That would be a daily signal to get out of any short positions and a weekly signal to get long. The euro dollar dipped below the 107 level yesterday, and of course again today it's certainly it's 106.60. I think as I said, we're pretty much close to where we thought the target would be. A little bit lower than we expected. We went 108, 107, so we've got there, and then we've sort of popped below that today because of what the talk of higher interest rates. Crude oil continues to be negative. We are looking at the January crude oil. This is not a good day for crude oil today. It's obviously down 1.6%. I think we're going to see this market go below 40, certainly below 41 in the coming weeks. Hey, we've covered a lot of stocks. I didn't buy into yesterday's rally. I'm still not convinced that the market's going to go straight up. I think we're going to see more two-way action and a trading range. I'm Adam Hewison. Stay disciplined and stay vigilant. Thanks for watching.